All right. Chair! It's workout time, Michael. What do you mean a chair?
I'm not ready for that yet.
Oh, yeah.
You just stand up and then just get those steps in. Don't sit down.
That's right. That's fucking right. She's a doctor, Michael. You got to listen to her.
I used to be a doctor. I gotta listen
Oh,
to
yeah.
myself.
Speak up. Oh, fuck. I forgot that.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Speak up a little bit. I think you might be whispering.
Am I? I don't think so.
No, I think it's because you're on that green patch.
Oh, yeah. That might be it.
Yeah.
All right, we
Is
can.
that really it? Is that better?
Yeah, that actually is. Believe it or not.
Fuck.
Yeah, the amount of
It's
times
the-
people
it's
have
the
stood there.
grass, it's like padding. It's kind of like it
Yeah, acoustic
dampens
padding,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Damn, nice one, Peri.
Fine.
All right. Okay. So, guess where do we start here? Let's start with Peri. Switch it up. What's going on, Peri? How you doing? How's life? Good. That's exactly how we feel sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's literally my entire weekend. EMS shit is.
Wait, where is the
They
announcement?
wrote me legislation.
That happens.
No, this was.
Fuck, I lost the announcement.
So they basically wanted to write legislation to basically remove their current chief of EMS,
Why?
but because of
There it is. Found it.
stuff that's in an investigation. She did some stuff apparently. It's all alleged.
But why do you need legislation to remove them?
Because they have no way to to suspend, basically remove, like do a vote of no confidence. They don't have anything for that. But this piece of legislation they wrote for me, which it is. I might send it to you, Michael, and then you can also see this. It literally, the way it is written, it would violate the rights. It will do a lot. It's like, I don't even feel comfortable posting it for the fact of reading it right after I had read it all and said like, I don't feel comfortable doing this. They were like, well, I also don't want my name on it.
I need some background here, right? So who is the authority over the EMS director?
Well, that's been the big point of conversation, right? Is it
the board?
No. So the board of directors is basically the same as the chief of EMS. They are both high command of their own departments.
Yeah. But who appoints them?
So for the chief of EMS, they have an internal vote to vote who is.
Michael's just forgetting. He knows
their
this.
chief steps down, or there's no deputy chief.
To be fair, we
So
deal
if
with.
they can vote someone in, why can't they vote someone out?
That's not in place.
But
What do you
in
mean
place
it's
is not like is a SOP,
Yeah.
right? May I so this all fundamentally, and please correct me if any of this is wrong. This goes back to 2 terms ago, right? Including the conversations with the governor as to SAMA. SAMA is effectively, they pass something, right?
Yeah.
It gets put into place. But then
Right.
we had these tensions come up a long time ago about like EMS doing this and that or whatever, and them saying like, well, I'm my own boss. And we're like, that's not how it works.
Right.
Because constitutionally, SAMA is the overseer and must work with high command, but working with them does not mean or infer that there needs to be a majority vote. Like there's nothing about that, right?
Yeah.
Like you can hear 5 opinions, but you ultimately are the decision maker. And so effectively, you are in a way their boss. However, there's been the whole thing with, you've got the board of directors, Derek Shaw, the what's her name?
Pixie?
Pixie Plum, and then there's one more.
It's Pixie Tarantino and Philippa Cantor.
Yes,
That's it,
Cantor. Yes, the old Sama head. So, they pick the doctors, but then EMS does this internal thing. In other words, they made up their own bullshit and they're just running with it. That's my position. But in lieu of the clarity not existing in legislation, which is needed due to the fact that there's these odd disagreements, right? EMS sort of just picks itself, right? In the same fashion that the board of directors just kind of just are in outer space doing whatever, right? With the hospital, thus removing responsibility. In other words, when the chief of police, the chief of EMS, allegedly, and I like Vivian, right? But this is actually a problem. This is turning into a Den Shiesty situation, in my opinion.
Genevieve.
Yeah. The problem is that it's turning, in my opinion, into a Den Shiesty situation where there's now this endless investigation where what should have happened is like bad or suspended for a week or DAP points or whatever. Like now it's like drawn out drama, I think. And not to anyone's fault. It's just because there's no clarity of authority.
And also, if nothing happens to her, there is going to be a mass resignation of EMS.
I want to ask another question, right? So, Nino, you get elected, you appoint the chief of police because public service are within your purview, right?
Correct.
So why doesn't the SAM director just restructure the health sciences field where she appoints the chief of EMS and the board at the hospital?
Yes, that's exactly what we had discussed.
Easy.
They've talked about like potentially, I mean, you have to understand it's Peri versus fucking, you know,
the board? Fuck the board. Who cares?
It's not, but Michael, we have a team, right? Peri doesn't, and we can help her certainly, but you know,
sure.
Yeah. But I'm with you in terms of that. I honestly, the action. This is fucking, you know.
Okay.
Sama has like ultimate authority over the hospital type shit.
I don't know. The way I see it, right? The justices stopped waking up, and we fought to bring in an active judiciary.
Agreed.
If you haven't seen the board of directors in for fucking ever, and they're not really doing anything, legislate the problem away.
I agree. I think you having control or appointing, like, let's say the management head, right, that oversees EMS or whatever, it's not the way, that's what I would do. You know what I mean? And what's the worst that's going to happen, Peri? Let's be honest. What are they going to try to fire you? They're the ones who would get impeached because they'd be impeaching you as someone who was democratically voted in to handle these things, right?
Yeah, agreed.
They'd have no argument to stand on. It's just, I will say though, I do understand the pressure. I really do. It's actually strange as fuck that it works that way. I don't know. Maybe there's historical reasons, but I doubt that.
Yeah.
The problem is the legislation they wrote, it feels like they don't want to be a part of SAMA anymore. They want to be their own.
But that's not their call, right?
I know.
Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, right?
Yeah.
Wait, who wants to be their own? I'm confused.
It's just EMS. Like, the way... Every time trying to, like, tell them, no, EMS has oversight, has, like, legislative authority over you guys. But they go, oh, well, I didn't know. It's, like, it's in the Constitution. I keep on telling you guys. I keep on doing all this. And, like, they just don't seem to understand it.
There's no way they don't understand it. That's just, they're using a common San Andreas tactic where it's like, herp derp, even though it's obvious. They just don't want to acknowledge it.
There it is.
Trust me, I'm a psychologist under training.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was gonna be after first term. I was gonna become a psych, and then you know.
Well.
Yep.
That's probably the last time I saw Pixie, actually.
To be honest, I probably have.
She's been around a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've probably got more psych training than everybody because being the mayor is like a therapist, psychologist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it technically is.
I've had to listen to so much shit that like I've derived all the textbook knowledge. You know, of like, oh man.
Okay.
I had to derive. Well, what is it that you want to do, Peri? Right? And how can we help? Because if you want to get that in legislation, we'll help you do it. And we'll fight that battle. And if anything happens, like you get fired or whatever, like I could talk to my cabinet, but I think we'd all be backing to make sure that it doesn't turn into bullshit, because it's not even just about you, it's about who comes next, right? We need things to function.
Yeah. I mean, I sent you the SASUK thing before of what I had written.
Oh, that's right. Yes. But that was a constitutional change, wasn't it?
No, that's not constitution. That was legislation.
Shit. I have to look at it again. My eyes are the amount of shit I've had to look at, you know what I mean? I need a reminder.
Fine.
Yeah.
Also, Michael, I've sent you the thing that the EMS wrote that they did not want their name on.
Chat, you cannot
They didn't want their
downplay.
name on it. Why?
Like, look at the BCSO problem, right? They cry
'Cause
themselves
from the
into
way
a
it's
W
written,
on these
it's
things, or
literally
they skip themselves
I wanna say
into
a targeted
complacency.
attack, almost.
It's hostage taking to the,
Okay.
right?
If you just have a read
That's
of
the
it,
problem,
they said,
and
like,
what I
don't-
hope
yeah.
gets
They're
resolved
like,
in
I don't want my
5.0.
name on
There's
this,
too much folks that take the
but they
city
want me to
hostage,
sign it.
right? I'm not saying EMS
So
is or
basically,
whatever.
me
It's just
take
the
the
behavior
brunt
is
of all of it.
very
Oh, classy.
hot,
Yeah. And I
taking
love
hostage of
EMS,
forward
like,
progress.
I don't want.
And that's
anything to
it's
happen
very
to
difficult
EMS,
for people to fight
but
that, right? Because you get a
this piece of
massive target.
legislation,
Think about all the things that led to me
It's
getting accused
something.
of all kinds of shit, like weird shit in RP, right? Because people are like, I don't want that RP, even though they have responsibility over everybody, right?
I mean, I'll read it. I don't agree.
Yeah, they're
that
weird OC ultimatums,
legislation is
effectively.
the appropriate way
Not
to
this
remove
EMS
one
case, to be
singular
clear, but it can
person.
get
If
to
you're gonna
that
fix
stage.
it, fix the actual structure. Don't just
Right,
fix
if you're
this
like
one
terrorism
little
skip.
problem. But let me read it.
We don't acknowledge your authority. What are you going to do? Skip. So you need someone who's not afraid to like rip someone's keys. But you saw when Peters ripped someone's keys, right? Yeah, a long time ago. And then he got de-teethed. He did something that made sense in RP for something, and he got a shitload of flack. Yeah.
This is like a legislated coup.
Then too?
Thank
Oh,
you.
100%. Yeah, because people are like, oh
I
my
tried to
God, their
explain that
feelings.
as
It's like, bitch.
No.
And their feelings are
And
affected
they
because
didn't
they're
want
not
their name
getting
on
to
it. They
eat what
wanted
they
me to sign
want.
it.
Fuck.
See, if you're not willing to take ownership of something, you know you're doing some weird shit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't just me that read it that way. Okay.
No, this isn't the way to fix this. Do you remember how when I looked at your last piece of legislation, how I made that recurring comment of this should be an SOP?
Yeah.
Right?
No, that's that. When I read this, I was like, this should have been an SOP.
Right. So
Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah.
where I'm going
You
with
need
that
you need
is
bulldogs at the top. You always
make
do.
the law, right?
Right, bulldogs
Use
with a
the law
brain.
to give yourself the authority.
It's a good thing why
But
Peters
this-
has been around, right?
this
He sees it, he
process
calls it
by
out.
which it happens,
Unfortunately, I think
that's
very similar to
effectively an
Pred.
SOP. That being said, in reading
Peters
this,
got.
I'm still of the mind that
They only have so much withers
per
you
the
down.
governor, if it has to do with the health sciences and health services field, you're it, right? You're the cream of the crop in terms of the hierarchy.
Woo!
Fix it structurally.
I'm
and then
listening to
establish
this, but
processes for things like this, appointment.
we can
and
only apply
removal
so
as
much
an
of our
SOP.
opinion on
Don't
this.
legislate the firing of one person. That's just wild.
Yeah, and the thing is, they were like, "Oh, no, like this isn't targeting like anyone."
Yeah,
And
okay.
I was like, this is basically doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it on the MDT?
No. Let me also send it to you.
Okay. What's happening? What happened with your YouTube? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, I think my area has like a YouTube outage. So I went to go watch Netflix last night, and I noticed there's a assload of shows I've never watched. Sounds like I'm power walking today. I am, but I'm also, my legs are a bit shot. And I don't have the fan because it ran out of batteries. That's all it is. Oh, there's a Netflix outage in part of the US yesterday? Really? Okay, I got a copy of this. There is a process. It's called impeachment and ACR. I'm just live commenting on this document.
Yeah.
I actually don't have a problem with this. Wait, what's... but I don't think it's the right solution. If there was like... So high level, right? And please poke me on this if I'm missing something. The real solution is there's either the SAMA head has authority over medical services, or appoint someone that has authority over medical services.
Yeah.
This, however, is not necessarily wrong. It's just there is a better solution.
Right.
And I don't know if this is necessarily legislating the problem away, because Vivi, whether she's guilty or not guilty, did point out a problem, and this at least is an attempt to resolve the problem. I do give credence to non-legislators who don't do this for a living to have actually put this together, because they did a better job than the PD has, despite having 200 fucking motherfuckers and crying all fucking day. So that's the energy I'm a little bit on. Now, I will say this, that EMS, I will say that this would give you authority, right? So,
yeah.
but please, what am I missing here? Maybe that's a first glance look at it. Am I wrong? Am I right? Are there things that I'm missing?
No, I agree with you across the board.
Yeah.
I agree with you that it would give her authority and it would fix the problem. However, I think the issue is that it should just simply define what the authority of the SAMA director is, and she then has the authority to appoint and remove as she sees fit. Much like public service is at the purview of the mayor, and the mayor can then appoint and remove a chief of the police. Health services are at the purview of the SAMA director, and as such, she should be able to approve and remove. Appoint and remove.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
And I would argue the same for the board. Kill two birds with one stone.
Agreed. That's exactly what I was about to say. Use this as the avenue to give SAMA the control it needs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if I were in your position, I'd write it such that SAMA has the inherent oversight, but may relinquish that to someone of their choosing.
Yeah.
Right? So you have it, but you can relinquish it if you choose. Like relinquish and give it to somebody for your term, but then also be able to take it back. So, like in other words, you can have like your version of a chief of police, but then you could be like, you know, this isn't working out, or like you have enough cycles, you can be like, you know what, I'm going to take that control. And having it declarative like that avoids the odd arguments we've had to make with, you know, the mayor doesn't control the chief, he's not the boss. You know, arguments that we unfortunately had to deal with our first 2 terms. I don't know. Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, maybe it's a lot of services because Kick was
no,
fast.
That does make sense. Yeah.
Fucked yesterday, right?
I'm just thinking because I can probably write something like that.
Yeah, I'd keep it short and concise. And guess what? It's gonna pass, and they're not gonna be able to do shit because if they do, they're gonna get slapped by, you know, people that are trying to make things right. I will say, if there are concerns and shit, it can be outlined. You know, I don't mind being at one of these meetings if you need, or our team, right, to help explain, right? Because I recognize how shitty it must be being like you versus. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to say children because I like a lot of those folks, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I understand the position. Yeah. Because there will be a mob mentality, right? 2 people can have an opinion, everyone else is just, you know. Michael. Oh, yes. Anything else, Peri?
Princess and Scraps.
Oh my Lord, have fucking mercy. I want to fucking walk into the police department and literally shotgun them all down. That we heard about that yesterday, and it's so fucking annoying and triggering.
And literally the first thing she said was, it's complicated.
It's not complicated. She needs to stop spending all the county money and every fucking phone call being about woe is fucking me when you literally have people importing crack cocaine in there and you say you don't know what the fuck to do. Holy fucking Jesus fucking Christ.
You want to know which ones have literally come to my fucking table in the past 4 months? I have been FAMA director. Salvia. DMT. Because I didn't know about that one until I actually got it. Crack. Lean. All of those.
What?
I don't know how the fuck. Yes!
It's so absolutely fucking useless, right? It's insane.
It's literally sugar.
I'm a huge fan of cocaine, right? I ain't gonna hide that. But you know what I'm not doing? I'm just, you know, I'm not sitting over here and being like, oh man, I don't know, fucking God, fucking damn it. Fuck.
I feel like we need to sit Princess down and like go, Princess.
I don't think sitting her down is going to do anything. I am not wasting. No, come over here, Junior. Why are you walking away?
Come back over
No,
here.
not today.
Don't walk away from this.
You know what this conversation is about, Junior.
Junior, how about you give us double the county budget, you know, for a fucking island for events. Show me how supportive you are. Jesus fucking Christ.
Is she like very much so standing on the hill and not backing down?
No, she's just useless. That's the problem.
She literally, the one thing she said to me was, it's complicated.
It's not fucking rocket science, bro.
You have someone importing in drugs. That is against scraps. There's even...
There's a law.
Oh my Lord. Jesus fucking Christ. There's no complication. She just doesn't want to confront anyone, right? But your PV. So what's going on with the? Is it sugar? Or is it not? Because my problem is, Peri. How do you know what it is? And I'm not trying to be weird about it, but like
I've tested it.
Yeah.
And then I sent a sample to the feds, and they've also said, like, they said no, it's literally sugar.
Okay, thank God. Okay.
Yeah. No, yeah.
But you get what I'm saying, and that's the thing that like actually annoys me is like tomorrow someone's gonna make a fucking bomb, right? And in there, and then they're gonna be like, oh, it's a toy but then someone else is gonna have it and it's gonna explode, right? And it's like, ugh, it's so annoying. This is why it was literally you couldn't do this shit. It makes shit wicked weird. I don't know how else to say it. It makes it weird.
There's no other way of phrasing it other than they've just made it really fucking awkward, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's
just a bit fucked.
I'm all for, like, if there was a different scrap somewhere else that had like a different authority signing off on it, but now it's created a very just awkward, weird situation, which was never supposed to happen to begin with, right? Imagine, like, over here, Junior, I still tell him, like, you know, you go to the fucking, you know, when we go to our hot dog stand, you can start buying, like, automatic firearms, right? Wait, Operation will meet, like, we'll do it too. I'm gonna submit a fake AK-47 and we'll say it's real and we'll add it to the hot dog stand. Or, you know what? We sell cocaine, right? Powder out of the hot dog stand. They could sprinkle out of the hot dogs.
Cocaine cola.
Oh my God. I'm calling it on the nose because that's the problem. This is fucking weird as shit. I don't want to remove it either, but now because people might have fucking RP going on with it, right? Holy fucking shit. Is anyone goddamn responsible?
Now we got funny, Nino.
Hmm? Yeah, I would love something funny, actually. Oh my God, that is holy fucking shit. That is so good.
I'm gonna get everyone to retweet that at like the height of my event today.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Brother.
Is it a secret?
No, I can send it to you now.
Oh my God. You're gonna like this. Has Michael seen it?
No, I'll send it to Michael. No.
Oh my God. Bro.
Hold on, Michael.
Uh-huh.
It's something similar to the one I sent you. But I made a new
Start a
one.
mayoral campaign
What's
right
it?
there?
I
I don't
made a
give
new
a
one.
fuck.
Oh God.
Yeah, I love the art
You don't
style
mind
too.
if I do that, right, Nino?
No, please. I think,
Okay, great.
brother, she says dumb shit on Twitter all the time about Los Santos County. These things are just, it's frustrating to me because there's such a need of a collective individuals in power, like moving the city forward and making sure it's in a good spot so people can be around and do shit. I'm going to be honest, even during the meeting, I was a little annoyed of like the babying of, oh my God, if you guys don't want to be around on Friday, like tell us what you need. You want to end it? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's, you got an entire room full of ping changers, maybe minus like 2 or 3, right? And I recognize, oh man, some of those guys probably don't want to be there every day, but a lot do. And if their department has not been like seeking out tooth and nail for folks that are willing to look at broader picture situations, right? Then it's no surprising if there's no bank trucks and robberies happening on Friday, which I don't think there really was. Well, they don't know what to do.
And what are you gonna do?
Right? Then you don't have someone producing something. But if they're actively had a bunch of shit going on, their Fridays, like days without bank trucks and shit, wouldn't be a problem. Because we're talking about like 3-hour like masturbation sessions, aka bank trucks and, you know, like bank robberies or whatever, versus multi-day, week, meaningful, non-repetitive, like shit to keep you entertained and busy. So, but
Yep.
with my most recent conversation with the chief, I also recognize how difficult that is, right? Because it's like, it's just rocks. But, Michael, what you got? I put a comment on the definitions document.
Okay.
There's something that I had noted because I was about to post it, and then I noticed we needed. Oh shit! It's not the line's not in there. Maybe you removed it? Question mark. Did I not save it? Fuck. I had it at the top. I may not have hit the save button. Let me look at history. I didn't hit the save.
There's
Oh,
two.
maybe I put it in the other one.
Yeah. There's the bill, and then there's the actual criminal code. 23946. I don't see it in 23946. And then there's 25711.
I wish I remember, chat. I don't remember though. Oh man, I had a really good
Affirmative
comment in there.
defense. Outside of this, when is this applicable? Was it affirmative defense?
No, it was something I noticed while reading through this. God damn it. Fuck.
I still have to define affirmative defense, so it's good that you held off anyways, but
Yeah. It's fine. I'll try to remind myself. See, yesterday was just fucking a lot of shit.
yeah, the only other thing I have, Shiny sent me over the piece together business legislation,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna pretend that I was paying attention for this meeting, but in the time that we met today, I just rewrote it all, so that's ready to go as well.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do like a final review when I can today, and then we'll send it.
It doesn't change the spirit of any of the business legislation, and it amalgamates together Big Pee-Pee, STAB, the Market Act, the Penis Act, and the Expanded Business Hours Act into a single piece of legislation. Yeah. Junior's gonna get me the grant stuff tomorrow. He missed a couple. He's just gonna get them added.
Oh, VAF meeting tomorrow with the PD, right after the PD meeting. I told Turner, reminded him that I want them coming with alternatives and solutions. And if it's just a waste of time, we're going to write it ourselves. Or we're just going to get rid of VAFs because I don't give a fuck about them.
Oh yeah, I'm more on that energy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll go into the meeting tomorrow clean slate. We'll see what they come up with.
I think we should talk to Flippy too, because Turner has the impression Flippy is down with it. But when I talked to Flippy, it sounded like he was just like, I got sick and tired of these dumb fucks not doing anything. That was, you know what I mean? PD talked him to death.
I guess the
So
other
I'm trying
side
to
of it-
push Turner in that direction. Is like the notion of needing to talk to people only works if they're producing something. If they're not producing, then their opinion does not matter.
I guess the question I'd want to ask Flippy is he down with it because he wasn't aware that getting rid of VAS was an alternative?
The impression, no. We shouldn't present that to him. We do, ideally, that should be an internal thing that we might just remove them all. That's more of a political power play is kind of what I'm thinking.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, you're not doing it? All right. Well, guess what? You don't have that either. No. Now
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
I
okay.
I quickly got a dash. I gotta go
Yep.
plan my event.
You're good, baby.
If you need me, give me a call. All right.
I appreciate it.
Easy.
You take care.
All right. Take it easy, guys.
When I spoke to him, it more sounded like, you know how it is, like meetings and all things fucking blur. But the impression I got was like, he's like, brother, I just said yes because I got bored.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like I got annoyed. It was like attrition, right? They won by attrition.
Yeah, yeah. Wore him down. I get it. Yeah. Okay. The thing to keep in mind when you're going through the Unified Business Act, when things do start talking about grants, right? I put in a
Yep.
ref, so it's going to say introduce grant at a high level, let's say for tow trucks, but then it'll say reference Los Santos Unified Subsidy Act or something like that. That way we're not double legislating subsidies for, tow operators, food
Yep.
stalls, and everything like that. Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Good. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll get affirmative defense defined, and if you can remember what the terminology was, I'll get that added or fixed.
Maybe as we're having our side
Yeah.
shit, it'll come back up. What time's the DOJ meetings? In 50 minutes?
Should
Is
be,
that-
right?
That is today, yeah.
Was there a fuck, man? I wish I remember what I put in the fucking thing. I believe
There's
the
an add
MDT is.
evidence in here for reasonable suspicion. Was it that?
No, it was like something else. Maybe it'll come to me later. It's probably not the end of the world type shit.
Okay.
Okay, Shiny,
Yeah.
how are things? Obviously you
Pretty good.
Submitted the stuff, but
Yeah. I mean, learning experience for sure. Just one step at a time, getting there, getting more and more like knowledgeable about stuff. So, slowly but surely.
okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll probably be helping Junior with his with his shit today. But I'll be around and available if there's. I'll try to make the DOJ meeting as well to just listen in.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think that one's really good for you too, because seeing like the full grasp of things like is
Yes.
Yeah,
it's been real good.
okay. Chad, I might split my
Can
walk.
I give you another category of legislation?
After this
to start
meeting, I'm
breaking
gonna
down?
end
Like,
my
if I just
walk
list
and
out
then
the
do
acts
more
that
during the
easy.
Yeah,
DOJ
one
meeting.
sec. Let me just.
I don't know yet. But what I'll do is
Oh, okay.
I'll put it in a list for you.
Hell yeah.
the
I think that's
acts
what I'm
I
gonna
don't
do.
want to lapse, and then you can
Perfect.
easy.
Yeah.
Might get
Sounds
more
good.
out of it, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that's actually a really good way for me to get familiar with everything that's in there.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot.
I want to have a good
It
convo
is,
with
yeah,
Michael.
it is for sure.
Off the
We've
mill,
collapsed Quite a
baby.
bit though.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Ooh.
That's Pip Osvaldo and that lot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Huh.
Yeah, they were staring down somebody from the BCSO, so...
Oh, that might have been the clubhouse.
Well, there they are.
Hey, can you guys take a little cover for us? There's shots fired in front of MRP. I don't want none of y'all getting hurt. Just kind of take a little bit of cover behind something here.
Yep. Did they shoot up the
Fine.
clubhouse?
I have no idea. Just got here. I just got here.
I got you.
I don't want anybody getting hurt. Thank
y'all. Never mind.
Shit. I didn't know.
Maybe
you
we
could
go to
send-
the next one.
You know, if we would have stuck around, we could have been a part of history, right? Like the first instance of attempted mass murder of a government employee.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Damn!
Yeah, should go
Shit,
back.
let's go back.
I didn't know you could send business emails to your staff from the business app.
That's only if they are currently around and awake.
Yeah.
Oh, so it
Yeah.
does actually work.
It does work.
Yeah,
I
just got an
tested.
email.
Oh, yeah.
I tested this with Murray.
Oh
Cool.
wow.
Yeah, no, yeah. If they are around and available, yeah, no, you can send them an email.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Wait, what's Bexar County?
Helios just emailed me. That was cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, when am I getting my pocket money?
Huh. Yeah. Okay. So, Signy, I'm gonna go through.
Yeah.
through and see what the next category is that
Hell
makes
yeah.
sense.
Just let me know.
I don't know yet, but it's gonna be something. What have we
Something sounds
collapsed so
good.
far? We did business. We did grants. What did we do before that?
The moonshine, right?
Moonshine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Controlled substances. Yeah. I also want to, before my time is up this week, I want to try and take that long, hard look at the contraband charges in the penal code and get SAC rewritten. So that's kind of.
Oh,
what's
it's
on
the
my
removal
table.
document that I put the note in.
Oh, the removal document. Okay.
I don't know how that reminded me, but it did.
Easy.
Oh, we need to add a fine and time.
For which one?
Some of these don't have it prescribed.
Ooh, yes, I see what you mean.
And
Yeah,
then,
okay. Good shout.
yep. See, I do review this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Review rolling stop. Not that you doubted it, but it's worth pointing out.
No,
'cause,
no.
Review rolling stop scenario with Michael. Oh yeah, I wanted to review that with you so that there aren't any like weird shit that cops can do because we have to. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Okay.
we'll run that scenario when you and I are together and be like, does this make sense? Is it predatory? Right? Can we? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, Faulkner.
Hey, Nino. Just realized I misread your message about that legal definitions thing. You said put any objections in advance of Monday, and I was bringing them for Monday.
You mean to? Yeah, we can. Well, like have them ready to discuss.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I got that.
I also want to leave it to justices only. I mean, if others want to give their, we're seeking you guys for the final stuff. So if we're like, we want the justice people to speak to it, but if it's like a courier service, fuck it. You know what I mean? Because your voice,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Just so we're not spinning wheels. But beautiful. I look forward to that.
All right. I'll see you at the meeting
See
then.
you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Well, fuck it. I guess we'll bang out 2.5. I'm already at 2.04. Yo, what's good on Warpig?
I think I gotta run for a sec before the DOJ meeting, but
Yeah,
you'll
no worries.
let me know about the.
Yeah. Will do.
Oh, yeah.
Will do.
All right.
Thank
Okay,
you,
see you in a
Signy.
little bit. No worries.
Okay. Perry, I still need to billify your legislation, but I'm gonna get that done for you today. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
It just means I've got a load of stuff to go up later today. So
Is it the same link as before?
yes.
Whoa!
The one with the diff checker, right?
Yep. That's a new diff checker as well.
Okay.
So it's the
We
current
buying.
one that's
We
currently in
selling.
legislation.
We
and
buying. We selling.
the stuff that's a bit amended in that document.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, this is great.
Bet.
Bet.
Bit.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I'm too old.
It means good.
Oh. I knew that. Yeah, okay, this is perfect. I'm gonna cut it up and I will have it for you by end of day today so you can review it and push it tomorrow.
Alrighty.
On your whole authority issue, do you want our office's help with that, or what's your plan there?
Good question, Michael.
I do want some help with that.
Okay.
Oh shit!
'Cause-
Oh shit! Here we go.
I guess it's literally just me. So I am
Oh,
fucking scared
shit!
to do that.
It's gonna get
now
spicy.
to be clear, the approach that Nino and I have kind of suggested is that the wavelength that you're on.
I want to say there's a possibility,
Okay.
just in
why-
case.
why don't we-
I'm writing something up. I'm gonna write something up to try and then send that your way to see what you guys think of it being that way.
Okay. You write something up. I'll poke holes in it and I'll come back with some feedback.
Bet.
Easy. Okay.
Bet. And then the princess issue.
Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, I don't think Blaine County's laws are very good, but what they are is very, very simple. And it says
Yeah.
don't put shit through scraps that's illegal.
It literally
couldn't be-
specifies that.
Right. So it couldn't be any more black and white. But that's challenging. Because obviously illicit substances are the purview of the SAM director, but the legislation is Blaine County legislation, so... Yeah.
Wait, where does the Blaine County bit come in? I'm confused.
Scraps is regulated
I mean,
by
honestly,
Blaine County.
it's like, listen,
Yeah.
you're gonna get impeached, bro.
That's kind of where my mind was going, where I don't think this is the legislative solution. It's an impeachment.
You know, literally, I talked to Doc Masters, and he's willing to help me as well.
Yeah. Or we
Especially
just
if she's
contest
not
away
going to prison.
scraps.
Yeah.
It's unregulated.
Yep.
It's causing problems.
Because I think it was you, Michael. Michael, didn't you say that she has apparently a sheet where they document it all? Because you were on the phone to her and she said that she had a sheet or something.
We
So-
should subpoena those things first.
Yeah.
Literally,
that's
they
what-
need to produce it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say you should just sign the scraps legislation and make it state, you know?
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah, but me signing it, wait, I just remembered. Me signing it does not mean that play doesn't exist. We protected against that because that would be.
It's out of your jurisdiction.
Yeah. Well, it's not that it's even out of my jurisdiction necessarily. It's that she cannot want it state. She has that authority.
Right. She yeah, exactly.
I'd say, yeah, subpoena is the best first step. But I think
thing
also making it clear, like, listen, if you don't do something about this, you are liable for you're literally going to get drug trafficking.
That's what I was gonna say. It's not necessarily just an impeachment. It's like a criminal
Yeah.
referral at that point.
Because you're literally like trafficking drugs into the state, quote unquote drugs.
Yeah, into
But-
our
Well,
county.
Yeah.
There's
in,
that too. And if she's instructing her staff, you know, to approve things like that, then she absolutely is criminally liable.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something. You know these evil fucks?
Yeah, the
She's a part
legal-
of it.
Whatever. Oh, really?
I keep this like close. I have information coming my way in regards to it. So this isn't like some oopsie either. She's, I don't know what's going on.
Interesting.
Yeah. More information soon.
Yeah.
Which, mind you, was to extort money, was to try to kidnap me, etc. So, I don't know. It's cooked. But then again, I don't think these are like her ideas. I think she's other people's tool. That's what it's turned into. But she's complacent, right? It doesn't make her absolver of this. Not the mastermind, but definitely the complicit bystander. Not even bystander. That's the wrong word because she signs the shit.
Participant.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I agree that the next play is going to be subpoenaing those records. But it definitely is too. It's not just an impeachment. It's definitely a criminal referral. So hopefully Doc's helping you out with that.
Yeah, which before I got in contact with Doc, I literally called because Junior told me to talk to Sean, so I talked to Sean, and he said, "Talk to Princess first before you FOIA anything." I'm like,
no. Why would you need to talk? Who said that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Danielson.
No.
That's why I called her, and then she said it's complicated. So that's the thing on me going.
Yeah.
Well, nope.
The talking is so annoying, bro. Like it's like subpoena
no,
is public information. Shouldn't be like, oh, like what? That makes it sound like it's something nasty, right? Or egregious that you're asking for public information. Like, oh.
This seems like the type of situation that should just be making a marshal's dick hard. Am I wrong?
What marshals? You mean Dark?
Yeah.
The guy that goes into fucking God knows what? You know what I mean? Fuck.
Yeah.
More interested in like, how does this relate to Nino and his cabinet? Out of nowhere, just out of the blue. Here's some information to help you with the investigation. Sus alarm goes off.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
But yeah, no, I would straight subpoena it. Like, feelings have no place in these positions.
Yeah, because I want to know what else have we not found yet. Because is it just that, or is there more to it?
Yeah.
You should also subpoena any history, like Robin did with against the Moss case, because just in case a subpoena happens and they delete shit.
I know that this also has been around, like these items. Like I've been getting these since February, so since the beginning of my first term.
Oh my god!
So.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, delayed discovery would apply, right, Nino?
Let's start with the subpoena.
Yes.
Yeah. I love you're right. You're not wrong. I'm just like, sorry. That was a reaction of like exhaustion of like, why? Like imagine. Oh my god. There's just cockroaches. You know what I mean? Can't even work on the living room and like furnish it. You know, because there's cockroaches. You got to fucking exterminate first. But the more every time you squish them, there's another one.
Oh my.
Well, that's all I have.
Could you imagine Blaine County defending this, the BCSO? That's another reality.
I would love to see them doing this. Because the funny thing is,
guys, you can't do that. There's crack coming out of your fucking county, dumb fucks.
One of the officers who actually brought me, like told me about one of the samples of MDMA was Remy. I love Remy. Remy brought it to me. And I was like, Remy Ironside. She's a BCSO deputy.
Wait, she did what?
Oh, she brought me like because like they said they found some on a.
Oh, Remy's actually a good one. I've been trying to get LSPD to approach her for a minute.
Oh, I've been trying to get to go to LSPD too.
That is crazy.
She's a good egg. I like Remy.
Yep,
Remy's
agree.
a really good egg.
It's unfortunate people like her don't get the support that very obviously is needed, even from the outside. It's obvious. Luckily, Opal does, but like there's more of them out there. It's just Fucking poor Aaron's probably completely burnt out.
Probably 100%. Like, I'm gonna try and see if I can get Remy to go to LSPD.
I got some more tea.
Oh.
4 properties Forum Drive are being sold by the Saints.
Yes, I heard.
Cassie,
I
Ventura's
saw it on
wife,
Twitter.
right, is the one doing a lot of the speaking, and she is refusing offers. She wants a gang to buy them.
Mm-hmm.
She wants a gang to move in. How crazy is that dichotomy?
What the
Right.
fuck?
Like, how does, like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you like, how, that's public information. Like, she'll probably tell everybody this. Like, how do you send, like, Captain of Blaine County's wife is selling 4 properties to a gang to move into Forum. Like, I want,
Oh
like,
my
how does
God.
that, but we're not supposed to point at that, right? God damn it, we're not supposed to point at it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to point.
Sorry, it was just really tense right there.
I'm surprised they just didn't sell them to the BCSO, I'll be honest.
Oh my lord.
That is fair. Why didn't they do that?
Oh, I got another thing. Princess was talking about this whole like derelict property, blah blah blah. You know, the whole I don't have money to spend type bullshit.
Yeah.
And she brought
Yep.
up like, I'm like, she's like, how does the properties go on to sale? And I told her like, best of luck. We've been trying to do it forever, and it's so extremely difficult because of like tickets and shit. Like, because these scumbags like literally, that's their life, just buying it up. She goes, that's why I hired Ventura. He's the Bruce Baylor of Blaine County, because he's apparently a property. He's been one of the flippers, which ties into all that past shit that came down our desk. Michael, I don't think these guys have morals. They don't actually have like lines. That guy's actually a fucking criminal, and there's too many dumb fucks that actually don't know the difference. Like, look, I'll say it out loud. I used to be, maybe I still am, but I'm not a fucking cop, bruh. And I don't take, and I get called one. You don't see me like throwing a fucking, like, you know what I mean? Making it like awkward for everybody to even bring it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I might challenge them, but I'm not like, I don't know. It's annoying. It's the kind of shit that makes you say, no wonder people have given up type shit. You know what I mean? What's the
yeah.
point?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Because, and riddle me this. Do you think we're the only ones that know this? Of course not.
Definitely not.
No, I trust me. I know we're not. Someone made a joke about it today. It was actually one of the Vagos. That's who I heard about.
Wait.
The properties from.
What did you hear?
that the properties were for sale and that they were trying to sell it to a gang, right? And one Vago says to the other that he's surprised Cassie isn't just selling it to Ventura. It's like the worst kept secret.
It's so in your face that it makes this things meaningless, and that's been the theme, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, Dio.
Hey, well,
I remember we had to talk about something. I'm in a meeting right now, and then I got another meeting in about 30 minutes.
after the press conference. Let's do after the press conference.
When's the press conference?
30 minutes.
Fuck! That's when the DOJ meeting's at. Fucking goddamn it. Right after the DOJ meeting, yeah?
Duh.
Yeah. So,
All right.
trust me, you don't want to be there.
That's good.
All right.
Yeah, no, I don't.
All right.
All right, have a good one, Mr.
All right.
Chavez.
You take care. Bye.
Do we need to bring alcohol to the DOJ meeting this today?
I mean, it was kind of good last time. I think we make it snappier.
Yeah. I think like if you make it like snappier like how it was like last week, it should be fine.
Meetings. I'm gonna give you a call as soon as I'm free and you're around, and we'll give you the airplane. Okay. All right.
Maybe I should respond to phone calls like that nowadays.
Well, yeah. I mean, you have to. You know what I mean? Time's money. Priorities matter. You know what I mean?
Wait, you still have Bazin's plane?
Yeah. We haven't synced up after that event. Okay.
Got a call from Dre yesterday. He just wanted to send some thanks over to our office for all the work we did on the penal code. So, kick that your way, Nino.
Okay. I say we cut the meeting here. We need to. And then we do more chat tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
I got all day tomorrow. Today I got to run out in about an hour.
All right.
So I'll be around for the first bit of the DOJ meeting. Hopefully it's front loaded, and then tomorrow.
We'll say we only have 30 minutes.
Yeah, good enough.
Oh, we need to review the charges, and maybe we leave it at that. That should be the
Which
front load.
ones? Which charges?
They want to go over the definitions today. Their concerns.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured it's better to do it in person.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys at the meeting. Actually, I need to talk to you, Michael, about some things before you turn no pumpkin. And all right.
You guys take it easy, okay?
Yep.
I'll see you at the meeting.
Peri. Yeah.
All right. Got my steps in. It's getting easier every day. I am fucking shredding weight. Like it actually, I don't know what it did to my system, but it's good, and it's becoming easier to it's getting easier